Chai. This one is a very sad story about a girl who was unwanted and undesired by any man in her village just because she was too tall. My people, follow me, let me tell you about this story. Once upon a time, in the heart of Mkpumkpu village, lived a girl called Ogologo. She is the tallest maiden anyone has ever seen. Her height was unmatched. She towered over men and women in the village. Despite her extraordinary stature, Ogologo's biggest dream was just very simple: to get married and have children. Ogologo's height, however, was a source of fear for men in Mkpumkpu village. They believed that she would overpower them with her strength and height. Her towering figure even led her to become recruited in the village army, a place only for the bravest of men. But yet, when it came to the maiden ceremony, no man dared to choose her as a bride. With hope in Ogologo's heart, she attended her 5th maiden ceremony, praying that this time things would be different. She wore her best attire, adorned herself with beautiful beads, hoping to catch the eye of a suitor. But as the ceremony progressed, her heart sank. Once again, no man chose her. Hey. With tears streaming down her face, Ogologo ran to her best friend Nena and poured her heart out to her best friend, asking, "Why do men not desire me? Will I ever be a mother? Will I ever have a child?" she asked. Nena, seeing her friend in despair, offered a drastic solution and said, "Ogologo, the only idea I have is for you to meet the village Dibia. Perhaps maybe he can cut off your legs, so at least you can be the same height with the men. It's better to be a cripple than not to be married." Desperate and believing that this was her only option, Ogologo embarked on a 4-day journey to the Dibia's shrine. Exhausted and filled with sorrow, she explained her plight to the Dibia, who agreed to help her. As the Dibia was about to lift his saw to cut off Ogologo's legs, the spirits pushed away his sword and whispered into his ear, saying that Ogologo was from the chosen people and should never be harmed. The Dibia, understanding the gravity of the spirit's message, threw away his sword and told Ogologo to leave his shrine, saying, "I cannot help you." But Ogologo begged and pleaded, seeing her last opportunity in front of her, but to no avail. Heartbroken, she left, carrying a small bottle of water and some food that the Dibia was kind enough to give her. On her way back to Mkpumkpu village, Ogologo stopped in a forest to rest. Then she went ahead into the part of the forest to urinate. She put down her food and water. As she was urinating, a monkey hopped right beside her and stole her food and water Ogologo tried to chase the monkey, but the monkey's speed took over. Ogologo decided to continue her journey, hoping that she will find a good Samaritan that can help her. Unfortunately, she did not find one fast enough. Exhausted, desperate, and disoriented, Ogologo fainted on her way back to her village. A merchant passing by saw Ogologo lying unconscious. He touched her and asked, "Are you okay? Can you hear me?" Ogologo did not respond. He gave Ogologo some water and assessed her. When he saw Ogologo's height and facial features, he said to himself, "I think I know where she comes from." So he placed her on his horse, taking her towards Iroko village. On the way there, Ogologo regained consciousness and then asked the merchant, "Where are you taking me to?" The merchant told her, "I am taking you to Iroko village, a place known for its tall people." Ogologo, still weak, told the merchant, "That is not my village. I am from Mkpumkpu village." The merchant looked at her and said, "That is impossible. I have been to Iroko village and I have been to Mkpumkpu village. Mkpumkpu village is the village of the small and dwarf. I don't see a possibility of you being from Mkpumkpu village." When Ogologo tried to argue, she looked up with the merchant riding through the entrance of Iroko village. She was amazed to see people who were as tall as she was and looked like her. The merchant then took her to the village chief. The village chief became equally astonished by her resemblance of his people. Then the village chief was curious about her origins and asked her her age and if she was married. She revealed that she was 22 years of age and unmarried. The chief found it puzzling, as the women in Iroko village were the most highly sought after women for marriage due to their special stature. Rich men flocked everywhere to marry them because they bear sons who will become successful farmers. The chief sent out town criers to announce that a lost daughter might have returned. On hearing the town crier's announcement, a couple rushed to the chief's house and told the chief about the story of them losing their daughter about 22 years ago to a monkey while on their journey back home. The couple told the chief that they were on their way back to Iroko village when they stopped to grab some vegetables to eat, and a monkey came from nowhere and snatched their baby and never returned her. They cried and cried, but their child never came back. On hearing this story, Ogologo shouted, "The same thing happened to me. I was urinating in the bush when a monkey came and stole my water and food. This is why I became disoriented and fainted before the kind merchant brought me here. It must be a full circle moment. Fate has indeed brought us back together." Ogologo looked into the face of the couple and saw that she had so much resemblance to her mother. In fact, looking at her mother felt like she was looking at her own face. Overwhelmed with emotion, she embraced her parents and cried. Together, they all rejoiced in their reunion. Immediately, the news of the unmarried maiden from Iroko village spread. Rich merchants from afar came immediately to seek Ogologo's hand in marriage. Amongst them was a young wealthy merchant who won her heart. Ogologo married the young handsome merchant. Their love blossomed. She was finally living the dream she wanted. Surrounded by the people who accept and loves her for who she is. Ogologo soon became a mother, giving birth to a strong, healthy son. Her life was filled with joy and fulfillment. She later on had more children. But this time around, living amongst her true people, Ogologo embraced her height and strength. She realized that she was special and that she never needed to change herself to fit in. Ogologo became a storyteller, sharing her journey with others. She was teaching people the importance of self-acceptance and the value of finding where one truly belongs. Her story became a legend that it even reached back to Mkpumkpu village. This even brought the people of Mkpumkpu and Iroko villages together. They all celebrated her bravery and her journey to self-discovery. As the bond between the Mkpumkpu and the Iroko people strengthened, they also began to accept their differences and embrace each other's uniqueness. The moral of Ogologo's story resonates with so many people. If you don't fit in somewhere, maybe you don't belong there. You don't have to change yourself just to fit in. Find where you truly belong and where you will be accepted for who you are. Take a look at Ogologo. Her dream of marriage, motherhood was fulfilled. A life full of love, acceptance and happiness. Her journey from despair to joy then became an inspiration for generations to come. The end. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share and subscribe. Become a member of Akoko Folktales TV Addicts. We cannot wait for you to become a subscriber.